For a while the freaknik traffic inched up Piedmont, inched up Piedmont, inched up Piedmont, inched up as far as 10th Street, and then inched up the slope beyond 10th Street, inched up as far as 15th Street, whereupon it came to a complete, utter, hopeless, bogged-down glue-trap halt, both ways, northbound, southbound, going and coming, across all 4 lanes. That was it. Nobody was moving on Piedmont Avenue, not anywhere, not any which way. Not from here, not for now. Suddenly, as if they were pilots ejecting from fighter planes, black boys and girls began popping out into the dusk of an Atlanta Saturday night. They popped out of convertibles, muscle cars, jeeps, explorers, out of vans, out of evil-looking little Econo sports coupes, out of pickup trucks, campers, hatchbacks, Nissan Maximas, Honda Accords, BMWs, and even ordinary American sedans. Roger Too White, and in that moment this old nickname of his, Roger Too White, which he had been stuck with ever since Morehouse, came bubbling up, uninvited, into his own brain. Roger Too White stared through the windshield of his Lexus, astonished. Out the passenger-side window of a screaming red Chevrolet Camaro just ahead of him, in the lane to his left, shot one leg of a pair of fiercely pre-faded blue jeans. A girl. He could tell it was a girl because of the little caramel-colored foot that protruded from the jeans, shod only in the merest of sandals. Then, much faster than it would take to tell it, out the window came her hip, her little bottom, her bare midriff, her tube top, her wide shoulders, her long wavy black hair with its heavenly auburn sheen. Youth. She hadn't even bothered to open the door. She had come rolling out of the Camaro like a high jumper rolling over the bar at a track meet. As soon as both feet touched the pavement of Piedmont Avenue, she started dancing, thrusting her elbows out in front of her and thrashing them about, shaking those lovely little hips, those tube-topped breasts, those shoulders, that heavenly hair. "Ram your booty! Ram your booty!" A rap song was pounding out of the Camaro with such astounding volume, Roger Too White could hear every single vulgar intonation of it even with the Lexus's windows rolled up. "How am I supposed to love her? Catch her mackin' with the brothers," sang or chanted or recited, or whatever you were supposed to call it, the guttural voice of a rap artist named Dr. Rammer Doc Doc, if it wasn't utterly ridiculous to call him an artist. "Ram your booty! Ram your booty!" sang the chorus, which sounded like a group of sex-crazed crack fiends. It took a Roger Too White to imagine that sex-crazed crack fiends could get together and cooperate long enough to sing a chorus, although he did correctly identify Dr. Rammer Doc Doc, who was so popular that even a 42-year-old lawyer like himself couldn't completely shut him out of his waking life. His own tastes ran to Mahler and Stravinsky, and he would have gladly majored in music history at Morehouse, except that music history hadn't been considered too great a major for a black undergraduate who wanted to get into the University of Georgia Law School. All of that, compressed into a millisecond, blipped through his mind in this moment, too.